Welcome to week 4. So today we are going to talk about Google Drive. Google Drive is something you are probably really familiar with, and you should have a pretty good idea of how to navigate through Google Drive. So we just have two little items to talk about today. Customizing the color of your folders and then adding shortcuts to folders in Google Drive. So I'm just going to go ahead and go over to my drive now. I have spent a lot of time over the years kind of curating my drive and organizing things the way that I want them in there. Actually have a whole lot of loose files right now. I need to go through and clean those out. But one of the things that you can do to kind of help stay on top of organization is color code your folders. So I've kind of done this, and I haven't done it for everything, but that so it catches my eyes whenever I'm opening my drive to look for something. For example, Parent Square that we're working on implementing right now, I have that in green so that whenever I kind of, scan through my list, I could easily find that folder. To change the color of a folder, it is super easy. You're just going to click those three dots. And you're going to click organize, and then you can choose a color. There are a set number of colors. You're not going to be able to color code it, every shade of the rainbow, but you're going to be able just to select a few colors. And you can do everything if you want to. This is also proven to be a really great way to help students with organization, especially, we have lots of students who struggle with that. They could pick colors for different subjects. I know personally, like whenever I was in school, I always chose blue for math and green for science and things like that. And they could color code their folders to match their subject area. So that's just kind of like a little handy organization thing. Another thing that I want to show you is a shortcut. So shortcuts are super helpful whenever somebody shares an entire folder of things with you, but you need to keep access to that pretty frequently. So there's one right here that's kind of grayed out because I think our permission has been cut off with that, but I'm just going to use one of my folders right here. So if I am going to make a shortcut for AI resources, I'm going to click on my three dots. I'm going to do organize, and I'm going to add a shortcut for that. And so then I'm going to be able to pick where I want that to go. So I'm going to just add it to my level 2 bootcamp folder. And then you kind of have to give permission sometimes. So my main folder is still right here with AI resources. But if I go over to my level 2 bootcamp folder, now you can see AI resources, and it has that little arrow on it. So that arrow means that it's a shortcut. It is just kind of like a little placeholder. It's not the primary location of the folder, but it's where you can get to it most frequently. So, on your drive, you can do this shared with me and see documents and things that people have shared with you. But a lot of times, folders are really hard to track down because they're not always in this list as a folder. Sometimes you just have the documents that are in the list. So, adding shortcuts to your homepage in your drive are a pretty easy way to be able to go back and find information again. A couple of other things about Drive, just as a reminder, you can choose if you want to look at list view or grid view. Remember that now the trash is going to be emptied every 30 days in Drive. You can set up shared drives to be able to collaboratively share files between different groups of people and be able to kind of keep everything housed together. It's also kind of handy if you can do shortcuts from your drive to shared drives. That way your information goes to both places. Like if it's information that needs to be, shared with that group, but you know that you're not going to remember to go in there and update it every time, you may want to put a shortcut from your drive into there. So it's pretty straightforward.